A couple bolts on each side, some screws up top to get this dash framework out of here. Here in the middle too, it's bolted in. Actually, that is just one screw on that. Little brace right here in the middle. Let's see, I'll pull out a few of these hoses here too. This through. Alright, there's that dash piece. Doesn't come out too bad, which is good. I think I'm going to try and cut that in half though, make that an easier process. I really don't even need the passenger side. I need to do something though. Maybe we could just have a we'll see what I come up with here. Oh, look at that carpet way all the way back up there. And get out this old evaporator coil. For the air conditioner, don't need that. Get these tubes out of the way. Surprised how flexible these still are. I need to pull everything out to get all this old stuff. I do not want this. I need this old fabric, carpet or wood left in here. Okay, that gives me a little more room to work over here. We'll just take everything out. Get it all out of the way. I don't even know if I really need to put this back in. If the AC doesn't work, I can just get a... I mean, if this is all still in pretty good condition, it wouldn't make sense to reuse the heater core, but I can get those little smaller units. That would do away with all this craziness. I mean, with everything as old as it is, I don't know how much longer I can keep using this stuff before something fails. It's really cool though. I like all this vacuum line activated stuff. Yeah, these all got rubber diaphragms in them that, you know, can tear. So yeah, I think I don't even have high speed on this for some reason. It'd be nice to figure it out, but I think we're getting into summer, so I think I can go ahead and just take out the heater core for now, as well as the evaporator coil. Free up a little nice little space right there for my dehumidifier even. Probably go perfect right there. That would have been a nightmare to replace if I ever had to get a new windshield wiper motor. Yeah, let's, I'm going to continue removing stuff. Also got these trim pieces around the window. I'll probably do that next. Get that out of the way. These are overlapping on the wood panels. Solid piece of aluminum. Nice, right? That's nice. We'll set those aside. These definitely need to be kept nice. get off this other seatbelt and plastic piece as well. On bigger projects like this, sometimes it's easier just to take everything off and get it out of the way. We're going to need a parts box for everything up front here. Seat belt, bolt, these things, these pieces. Actually, I'll probably leave these off. Just paint the steel. Steel. Just need to get all this wood and insulation and clean. It's covered in rust and dust, rust chunks, crumbly bits. Yeah, that's gonna be in the way, isn't it? Got all this wire loom removed so I could see where everything's going. And remove a bunch of extra stuff that doesn't need to be here. We got a big old mess right here, doesn't need to be. I'm not reuse this anyway, so let's snip that. Got a whole bunch of just nonsense going on. I'm probably gonna remove all the wiring except for the main power wires coming in. Alright, now there's this switch I could finally maybe figure out where it goes. The momentary up, momentary down, 2-position on, center off. No idea what that could be going to. Got a battery condition switch for the electrical meter. Let you know how much power is in either the chassis battery or the house batteries. It's tapped off of that, probably tapped off of power. Oh wait, yeah, okay, so that's the meter switch coming off of probably a power source, and then we got these wires going off to somewhere. Gray and black. This is not an original switch, obviously. I just really like to know what the heck that ever did. Goes into a splice, goes up to... I don't know. It's kind of a jimmy-rigged deal. This is cool. It's like an electrical connector, but for vacuum lines. Got that disconnected. Let's get these heating controls out of here. Okay, so that's my high beam relay. Just take that off, set it aside. Set this one aside. I don't know what that's for. What does that do? Something with the heating, cooling, something. I'm gonna relocate all the relays, make everything a lot cleaner. I think I'll go ahead and cut the got 2 wires here. This going off to another part of the wiring harness, which went up into this went off to the 3-position toggle for the high and low on the wiper motor. I don't know what the yellow and white is for. Probably just power. So yeah, let's snip these and I'll rewire my own switches. Snip this long enough so I can reuse this plug if I want. Set that in the parts bin. Obvious what that is. I don't need to label it or anything. Where did that come from? Here, I'll get that. I like this. I'm figuring out what everything goes to, except for that weird switch that I'm going to try and follow. Here's the rear fan heat switch. It would just turn on the blower fan from off to low to medium to high. That can come out. Got a bunch of plugs here. I have no idea what they go to. It's interesting. Got another flasher. That's weird. Must be for the hazards. The turn signal flashes right there. The ignition key. That's definitely got to come up. Get that set aside. Set that up right there. Some grounds. Okay, I'm gonna go through this, pull out and clean up as much as I can. Okay, got a bin for the heater and cooling system stuff. Also wiring that I might not reuse, but it's I will keep it handy just in case. I ended up cutting out a lot of these splices just because it makes a horrible rat nest. And I'm going to try and relocate all the switches and relays to a, one spot instead of switches and relays, and just it's a disaster what they've done here. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, I got a smaller box for things I will probably reuse, like the relay switch for the brights, seat belts, this 150 amp relay for charging, screws, those Wago connectors, which are freaking awesome. I'm loving those now. Those are really handy. So yeah, some stuff going back, most going into the parts inventory. This just has 4 bolts down here. That should be pretty easy to come out. I need to drain the coolant, or just real quick switch over the hose. I'll probably drain it and then detach the hoses and pull out that whole thing. That is a big unit, and I think I can get away with just having heat, just a simple heater core, and some of those 12-volt DC fans. Got yeah, a lot of that craziness cut out. We got the light switch headlights set up aside, the connector for the high beam relay, ignition key set up aside. These I need to go through and try and find out what those are. I think they are well, this is house power. I need to see if this is also house power. It might be speaker wire. If it's speaker wire, I'm going to snip those out because those run over here and aren't going to anything anymore, nor will they. Yeah, the more I get into this, the more I think I just want to take all the wiring out and start completely over. This is just insane what's going on here. There's a lot of stuff not getting used anymore, like hydraulic jacks, and not going to bother with extra gauges like the battery voltage. I can deal with that later if I really want to have that. Just going to do just the bare basics right now. Get the lights hooked back up, brake switch, brake light switch, heater core. I can actually wait till the end of summer, so we can save up for that. Got this one mystery switch still attached because that is running down below into the wiring harness, which goes outside. Or maybe we're using it to work a relay or to flip a relay on and off. Our battery disconnect, because the original battery disconnect for the house batteries didn't work. So I think this might have been that. I might not find out what this is. That will drive me nuts though. Let's see, so a little more to do there. I am not ready to pull up the floor panels just yet, but I am going to go ahead and start taking out these size 30 torque bolts. And just get them out of the way and done. Okay. Pretty nice hardware, like that washer. Got all the sand packed in these center ones, or in the ones going down the hallway. Just gotta scrape those up a little bit. Pull them out. Okay, about halfway done, and I realized after snapping 2 T30 bits, these are T40. T30 is just a little too loose. T40 fits perfect. That's a T30. That's a T40. That's much better. Ran into town and got me a torque socket set, so I can get some of these more stubborn bolts. Hopefully. Alright, got those all out except for 2. We'll just drill those out. Or grind them off, since I could probably just pulp the panels around them. Gotta drop the propane tank. Pretty sure that's what these are. Propane tank mounts. I'll do that a little later. Come on. There we go. All right, there's that side piece. There's the frame, window, okay, looking good, looking good. Steel looking good. That's good.
after that. Pick out these windows next. But we've got rain on the way.